It is Liverpool versus Manchester United in the Premier League. And for the first time in a very long time, it is a match that could decide the fate of the Premier League title. What is up, you guys? My name is Hotshot, and welcome back to another video. This is Tifosi Culture TV, and we are going to be previewing Liverpool versus Manchester United. Please welcome my guest at this time, Adi. How are you, bro?
Hi Akash, I'm good. How are you?
I know it's been. I'm very good. I'm very good. It's been a while. A lot of things have changed since the last time we spoke, and things have
Yes.
changed for a better. If you're a United fan, I'm not. I'm not sure if that's the case if you're a Liverpool fan, but yeah, things are going good. And how's it been for you? Thiago's playing a lot frequently now. You must be very happy about that.
That's the only good positive right now at the club, no? Because last time when we spoke, I think there were already injuries. Now there are only
Yeah, a
more
lot of
injuries
injuries.
now. Yeah. So
Yeah,
nothing really to look forward. Like you said, if you're a United fan, it's only for the betterment. And for Liverpool
yeah.
fan, it's not been the best of days. And it's been a very, very rough start.
Yeah, and I remember we were recording the podcast about Liverpool. We There was a line there that said that I really wish that it went back to the old days where Liverpool and Man United were going into a title challenge,
True,
and
true, true.
it looks like we got our wishes answered. So this week it'll be an important game for both of us. In case you guys don't know, we are recording right after the Burnley game, where United beat Burnley 1-0, and now we are 3 points clear at the top of the league. How are you going into the game? How are you coming into this game? Are you feeling nervous?
Yeah, I think for the first time in like 2-3 years, I think we are not the favorites for the game, being very honest. Because like
Really?
we need to consider, yeah, because we need to consider all factors, no. And United have been in a very good form, and in complete contrast, Liverpool have been in an absolute rubbish form. I'm being very harsh, but that's the truth. Last three games, and it's all been against the West Brom, Newcastle, and Southampton, and the record was we have taken only 1 point out of the available nine.
Yeah. Yeah.
And irrespective of that, the playing has been absolutely poor, and the host of injuries that I don't even have to mention. So I think for the
Yeah.
first time in like 3-4 years that Liverpool are only going into the game as the second best and not the favorites. Bit nervous because there are no centre backs as well. So yeah, we
Yeah.
need to see how things goes.
Yeah, I mean, at this point, when Liverpool faced Manchester United in the league, you guys won 2-0, and that time the gap was you were 27 points behind you, and then the gap went to 30 points. Now it's like a complete role reversal. So, like you said, Liverpool have been going through a terrible form. You guys have held that standard. You guys were the gold standard in how to win a league, and your current form, you lost only once, but you drew two times, and that's very bad for a club, for a team like Liverpool. So what happened? Uh, you guys did in an injury crisis, but you guys were traveling on well for the most part. But then suddenly, in this few games, in this Christmas fixtures and this New Year run, you guys completely fell out of the mark. What happened? What changed?
No, see, the mainly it's because of I think we also spoke about how this season was going to be. It was right after our
Yeah,
podcast. Yeah, so talking about the same thing, I think even like it's because of this season and how like we have been very unlucky with the injuries. And so yeah, what last time when we pre-Christmas, I think we had Diego
yeah,
Jota. Now he's also out. And the
yeah,
only good thing that happened was Thiago Alcantara is finally back. And
yeah,
now that Jota is not playing, you don't have the you don't have the players to rotate. And the main
yeah.
problem in these three games has been not the defense or anything. The attackers have not been scoring goals at all.
Exactly.
And for instance, I think we only had we had only one shot on target or something against Southampton. I'm not exactly sure. And we
Yeah.
have completely looked jaded because there is not the fourth good attacker, and Klopp's not been rotating the attackers. And yeah, I think that's the main problem because the squad's become extremely thin that we're not able to rotate, and we are playing all these makeshift players playing. So, for instance, in centre back, we are having two central midfielders playing there. I mean, one central midfielder and another is Fabinho who's playing there at centre back.
Yeah.
So the team composition is getting a massive hit, and of course, for any team, Van Dijk is going to be a huge loss. It's not easy. It's no joke. And
Yeah.
so yeah, I think that's been the case. And since there's been no rotation in the attack, I think these players have fatigued a lot, and we have been dropping points left, right, and center. So that's the main issue.
Yeah. And this is a this. There's no better time to face Liverpool if you are a Manchester United fan, and rightly so. We are going into this game with all the momentum in the world, but I am really nervous because when we need to step up, Manchester United have not done that whatsoever because we have been in comfortable positions before. Even in this season, we were top of the Champions League group stage and we were rocking, we were comfortable. We needed only 1 point against Istanbul to go through, or we needed a win. I'm not sure. The Champions League has
Yeah.
completely been erased from my mind. So, but we screwed it up. We screwed it up, and then we just got knocked out of the Champions League. So, when we needed to step up, we failed. And Liverpool, I remember we speaking about this in the Instagram DMs about Liverpool's mentality. That is what is the difference between these two sides at the moment. Liverpool have been there and done that, and I feel that Manchester United are currently they are getting there. They needed to win against Burnley, and they did. And we will see now that whether they are ready to take the next step in as title challengers. But in my opinion, in my personal opinion, Manchester United are not there yet. There is still another team which we'll get to in a minute. Like both of us are fighting, but there is another team in the shadows waiting for us to slip up.
I think
But
that's been the most funniest part. I don't know. Man City have been the most slept on team this season. I don't know why no one talks about them. And
yeah,
to
nobody's
think
talking about
that
them.
with nobody's talking about them, and it's actually shocking. And to be very frank, I think City are having the perfect team only right now. If you ask me, I think they have more or less got their defense sorted with Ruben Dias coming in, John Stones hitting back form, and they have Cancelo playing the fullback role.
Yeah.
So I don't know why City gets slept on so much. And yeah, I think this time it's not going to be easy for any team to run away with the title. And as far as I think we already spoke about this as well. By March,
Yeah.
April, I still expect the point difference between the first and the fourth, let's take, is only going to be 6-7 points at best. Because, and that's the only reason I feel like, okay, yeah, at the moment, Liverpool are one of the title challengers. So you beat Liverpool, your momentum is sky high. But
Yeah.
still, it is not like this one game is going to define the season or something. No, I don't believe. Because when in December, when we played Spurs, I remember the whole world going on about how this is going to be the potential title challenging game. And yeah, okay, we beat Spurs and we beat Crystal Palace the immediate game week. But look what happened. 3 games on the trot, we have dropped points. So this is how the season itself is going to be. So the thing is, it's not about it's not potentially a title deciding match as things stand, but definitely a massive boost for either of the team who's going to come out successfully. And even more, it's going to be interesting because we face this week and we again face the later week in
Yeah.
FA Cup.
Back to back. It's like a Champions League final. It's like a Champions League semi-final game, home and
Yeah,
away.
true. Home and away. Yeah, correct.
Yeah. So
I am just hoping
maybe
that we I don't mind us losing in the FA Cup if we beat you guys in the Premier League. I think I'll be more than enough. I'll be really happy.
but Klopp seems really serious about the FA Cup this time. He literally beat Aston Villa's under 23s with Salah, Mane. It shows that he's serious about at least winning the FA Cup.
No. I'll tell you this, Knock. I see 3 games you have been dropping points. Okay. So,
Yeah.
and after the Southampton game, we had 2 weeks. That is for this United game. There were exactly 14 odd days, and that's a huge gap. And I've always told you that Liverpool team banks on rhythm. Okay,
Yeah.
it banks on the momentum and rhythm. Okay, so in that case, I don't think Klopp was ready to take the shot of like having his main team players rested for 14 days. So
Okay.
it's not about really taking the FA Cup seriously. It was more about getting the confidence back, because one reason is we didn't win any of our last 3 games. One thing.
Okay.
And second thing is to maintain the momentum and rhythm so that he played even against the under 19 kids or something of Aston Villa. But yeah, definitely it's United and it's at Old Trafford, so I think that respect was always going to be there for the fixture and for the team. So definitely it's going to be 2 strong lineups for the Premier League and the FA Cup. Hopefully, I am more concerned about the Premier League and not the FA Cup. So
Yeah.
a win this weekend and any other result the following week, I don't think I'll be complaining too much.
Yeah, because you guys, like I said, are approaching the game 3 points behind. We are 36 and you guys are 33. So, what will be the mentality of Liverpool this time? Like going into this game, being 3 points behind, do you think they will approach it like any other game, or will they have that at the back of their mind that if we lose, we could potentially, it's a proverbial 6 pointer. If we lose, this could derail our season. Will they have that in the back of their mind?
Yeah, I think you have to respect the opponent, and United have been in a very good form. So for for the last 1 month or so, United have been pretty good. So we can't take things lightly, is what I'm saying. See, there is this very underlying pressure that it's Manchester United versus Liverpool. Point one, and second of all, being from seeing things from Liverpool's perspective, the situation is it's United. Point one. Secondly, it's a top of the table clash, and third thing is it is at home, and being at home and being the second favorites is one of the, what to say, it's not your best of times to be. So I think Liverpool will have a lot of respect towards Manchester United. They'll be cautious, and depending on who's available and who's not, the lineup is going to be a nightmare. Maybe we can confirm the front three, midfield again. Yeah. We can say that Thiago is going to start 100%, and Gini will start. Wijnaldum. The question of Hendo starting in midfield will depend on the centre backs available. So Liverpool will be cautious. I don't think Liverpool are going to be I don't think they're going to be very confident or anything going into this game. But yeah, this team, bro, I've told you, I think this discussion we have always had. They take it only game by game. So it's not really about thinking far ahead. Just this game at the moment, I think they should be fully focused on it. Still Manchester United favorites for me for the game.
I don't know if you're downplaying or not, but on paper, if you look at it, definitely Manchester United are the favorites, but we cannot take this lightly because the season is crazy. We can win one game, we can win against Liverpool and then lose 3-4 games and on a trot, and then it completely gets blown wide open.
Correct.
So
winning, that's how the season is.
Winning this game, it, like you said, it is a boost, but I'm not going to read too much into it. You guys are under a lot of injury crisis right now, and Klopp came out and said that he's not going to sign anybody in the January transfer window. What are your thoughts on that? Do you think that it's a mistake that could come back and haunt him?
Two things. First thing is never trust Klopp in pressers. So one thing that I've learned in these last 5 years. So he's not really going to come out saying that, I'm in for a centre-back. Point one. Second of all, it's going to be a huge mistake of not signing a centre-back. And I'll pretty confidently say now that if we don't sign a centre-back, I think our season is pretty much done. In terms of, I don't think we can put up a challenge for the trophies. Maybe a top 4 finish or something like that. Because, see, you're not having even a single centre-back, okay? And you're playing 2 of your best midfielders at the back. So you're giving up on the quality in the midfield first thing. So
Yeah.
not signing a centre back is going to be a huge mistake. Yeah, Akash, I think we have to see how things are, and it is difficult. COVID is there, and clubs know that what the situation at Liverpool is. Liverpool are desperate, but they're not really going to show it out. Usual
Yeah.
media tactics. Okay, they really don't want to show that they are desperate, and because the clubs can drive up the prices. So that is one thing. So they'll not sound as desperate as what is like the fact. But then, yeah, definitely, I think they're keeping tabs on the centre backs. Have been coming across names like Swan Botman, Ben White, Dayot Upamecano. Upamecano doesn't happen in January, most likely, because I don't think Leipzig are going to like sell him. Hopefully, we get some centre back. I think we are in a situation where even the quality is not of that priority. At the moment, we don't even
Yeah.
have the quantity. We don't even have even a single centre back. And we have Matip, who's extremely unreliable, who plays one game a month and goes, yeah, boom, that's all. He's done for he's done his monthly quota of playing for the club. So it's such a bad situation to be in. But yeah, that's
Yeah.
how things are as things stand.
Let's go to how Klopp will approach this game. Against Manchester City, he came out with this 4-2-3-1. And I know you said that barring injuries, he will. It depends upon the injuries, how what lineup he'll field rather. But do you think he'll go with the 4-2-3-1 that kind of changes into a 4-4-2, or will he go with the usual 4-3-3? Because that's in the big games, right? That 4-2-3-1.
Yeah, so ideally, if you ask me purely on merit, I think it has to be 4-2-3-1 with Shaqiri playing. But then
Okay.
knowing Klopp and how he's going to approach this game, I don't think Shaqiri starts the game. Rather, it's going to be a flat 4-3-3. So, like, that's what I'm saying now. Thiago plays 100%. Wijnaldum plays in the midfield 100%. The only question is for the third midfielder. And the third midfielder will depend upon the availability of the centre back. So, if there is a centre back who's available, say if Matip is back in training by then, Hendo is going to come into the midfield. It's that simple. But apart
Yeah.
from that, we need to see. But ideally, it has to be 4-2-3-1 because we get a lot of liquidity. And let's be very frank, Akash. Okay, this is one thing that I've been seeing in our games. I think personally, Liverpool have been caught out with the tactics. See, you
Yeah.
can't simply sit and cross anymore, bro. Like I'm telling you, no, it does. See, crossing doesn't work against teams who are going to have their 7 or 8 players in the box.
Yeah.
Like let's say take West Brom, they're going to have 5-6 players in the box. So whatever you're going to cross, it's going to get headed out. So crossing
Yeah.
is not really the tactic against low blocks. So in such a situation where it's going to be Thiago and another dynamic midfielder like Naby Keita or Shaqiri, someone like that playing there, who can give you that killer pass, okay, and take out
Yeah.
the entire line of defense or something like that. So ideally, I would like us to play 4-2-3-1 with more fluidity. But yeah, again, I think it will all depend on the fitness levels of our centre backs and who's available and who's not available.
Yeah, and one of the reasons why you bought Thiago was that your lack of ability to progress the ball in central areas, and Thiago,
True.
he has he's not hit the ground running yet, but it's only a matter of time. He's a world class player, but that's the reason why you bought Thiago. So playing him in this type of game in the low blocks, when the teams are when the teams are sitting back, like what West Brom did, they played like a 5-6 something, the 5-6-0,
Yeah.
and it was so tough for you guys to break down. So I think Manchester United will how they will approach the game is that they will, like how they approach any big game, is that Ole will try to sit back, not park the bus, but try to look for an opportunity to hit
Sit back and
to
hit
use
on the
half.
counters.
Yeah. So will your defense be able to cope up with that? Because Nat Phillips, Henderson at centre back is going to be I'm looking forward. I really hope Klopp plays Henderson at centre back instead of midfield, because you're wasting him at centre back and you're diminishing the quality in your midfield. So that's a win-win for if you're a Manchester United player. Like I can imagine like Martial, Rashford just running past Henderson at centre back and probably giving away a penalty.
It's going to be a nightmare for Liverpool's right side defense because be it Henderson or be it Reece Williams or be it Nat Phillips, they're all extremely slow to play there, first of all. And and United have the likes of Rashford and Martial, who's going to be extremely quick at you. So it's not going to be an easy game at all. Like that's why I'm like, see, it's not to like simply put pressure on United or anything. No. See, I'm telling you, if we had the entire squad at our disposal, I think I'll be the most confident person going into this game.
Definitely.
Say you have Virgil, you have another centre back, and all.
If you had your full squad, you would have been like 10 points clear at the top of the league.
100%, bro. I'm telling you, I don't think I'm being too, what to say. I don't want to sound too whatever, like being too confident and all. But if we have an entire squad with us at disposal, I think Liverpool still walks the league, bro. They're still streets clear of every team. Now, see, on this existing team, you're going to add someone like Jota, Joe Gomez, Virgil van Dijk. And that's unreal, no?
Yeah, unreal. You guys were cruising. Guys were cruising in spite of 1 or 2 injuries, but then everything came crashing down.
Yeah. I think. See. I mean, I can't be this. Like, how do I say it? I don't want to like be this biased fan or anything of that sort. Need to like. I will blame Klopp for this because he started Diogo Jota in the most unnecessary game. In the final UCL game against Midland, I don't know, bro, why he started. See, there was nothing to play for in that game. There was absolutely nothing to play for. We sealed the group. We were top of the table. We have qualified and everything. We had absolutely nothing to play for. But then Klopp made he made the change. And look what happened. Diogo Jota got injured and he's been out for 2 months now.
Yeah. Is he fit? I've heard rumors that Jota is a touch and go for Sunday.
No chance. By the end of the month. Diogo Jota is not making it. Yeah.
So maybe he'll be fit for the FA Cup game.
FA Cup. Yeah, see, it's again difficult in terms of like the tentative date that they gave was actually January end. So 24th is again going to come in a lot earlier, first thing. And you can't really throw him straight at a game like Manchester United, no. So you really got to like bank. You need to bank on your main players again so far, like whoever is available at the moment and all that stuff. So it's not easy. Just hoping that everyone's back before the Champions League knockout games. I think that should be the target.
Yeah. And you have RB Leipzig, right?
Yeah. Good fixture. Very good game. So it'll be interesting because it's Julian Nagelsmann, who Liverpool fans, we the fans, and everyone wants him to be the successor of Jurgen Klopp.
Who do you think will be the key player for you guys?
Against Manchester United on Sunday.
Yeah.
There's only one name, bro. You know it. Thiago Alcantara. That's the name. Yeah,
I was waiting for you to say.
Sound enough that game, we win the game. Yeah. So as I was telling, it's like see, you have he's a champagne player to have first of all in your team, and he's very unique. He's one of a kind in the Premier League itself. So he's going to decide you the game because it's his vision, his passing range, and everything that's going to be very, very significant for Liverpool. Maybe in terms of what department of the game is going to be important, I would say it's the defense. Maybe if somehow Liverpool stick on to the defense and they try to push up and play well, maybe but then I feel the X factor is going to be Thiago Alcantara.
For us, I think I literally think that that your right hand side, I think Rashford will love to exploit, and that would be the key area,
bro.
And
bro, your team is only one. Your team has only one tactic, bro. It's Bruno Fernandes. That's all. Don't name me Rashford and everything. That's all second. It's Bruno Fernandes.
No. But that's the thing. For the past 3 games, Bruno Fernandes has been, I wouldn't say poor, but he has been dropping off his form, and more often than not. And that's the thing with the Rashford.
Been blanking for me in my FPL.
Like the thing is, Rashford and Bruno, they have very terrible games most of the time. But they have that quality. They have that instant quality. When even last game yesterday against Burnley, Rashford was completely invisible. Burnley just nullified him from the game, most of the game. But then just that one cross, Pogba. And it just happened. And even against Brighton, he was terrible for most of the game. But then that one solo goal, and we are relying on that quality and the brilliance of Bruno and Rashford, and it depends on whether you guys can stop that. And if you guys stop that, I think that will be you guys
See,
have stand a really good chance to win.
no, I see the thing. No, with Bruno Fernandes, I see Bruno Fernandes signing for United. Like, see, in terms of, let's not take absolute comparables. Like, in terms of, okay, Van Dijk was only 7 votes away from Messi to win the Ballon d'Or. I'm not talking in terms of that accolades, but I
Yeah,
feel what Van Dijk signing for us is what Bruno signing for United is.
definitely.
Ever since he's come in, I think the mentality has been good in the team. They feel a lot positive, and everything's good about the club. Like post Bruno Fernandes, I think that's very important when you have someone like that key factor in your team. I think
Yeah,
Liverpool were lacking that. See, yeah, Liverpool were lacking a defender, but then in terms of like someone like this natural leader and what an output monster, man, I would have done anything to have Bruno Fernandes in my team. Someone like Bruno Fernandes and Mohamed Salah in your team is like, yeah, bro, it's finished. Two output
yeah,
monsters, that's all.
yeah. No, I have never like loved a player so much like ever since like Wayne Rooney. Bruno Fernandes is almost in that vein. Since Wayne Rooney left, our club has been devoid of any like star player, like a really world class player, and Bruno Fernandes just comes in, man. And I don't think I've ever loved a player so much in that vein than Bruno Fernandes. He's just special. He's a really special guy, man. And any team, he'll walk into any Premier League team. I will guarantee that 100%. City, Liverpool,
Yeah. I
yeah.
think I
So
think we need to start appreciating. See, it's not about always taking one player and comparing. Like we can appreciate one player without disrespecting the other. I think that's what the
yeah,
game is all about. So definitely, Bruno
100%.
makes it into every level in the Premier League.
So now, uh, you've given your lineup for the team. Any other additions you want to give? Same 4-2-3-1.
Hopefully 4-2-3-1, but most likely to be 4-3-3.
Okay. Your lineup: goalkeeper Allison, right back.
It's going to be Alisson, Trent, Fabinho at centre back, Robertson left back, front three usual the boys, Mane, Firmino, Salah, Thiago plays, Genie plays in the midfield, and yeah, now this is where the question is going to be. I think the last two spots, that is the one centre back and one midfield spot, depends on the fitness. If Joel Matip is available, Henderson comes into the midfield. In such a case, if Matip is not there, I'm pretty sure Klopp goes and trusts Henderson at centre back rather than Nathaniel Phillips or Reece Williams, purely because of the experience that Henderson comes in with. And
Okay.
so in that case, when Henderson plays there, maybe we can expect one of maybe say Naby Keita or Chamberlain to play in the midfield for the final spot. But I'm pretty sure
Yeah.
that Liverpool will be looking for a more fluidic midfield rather than the one that is going to like just keep running and pressing and being very resilient. I think it's going to be more fluid.
And for Manchester United, David De Gea has to start along with Eric Bailly and Maguire. I think Bailly has completely transformed our defense right now.
Bailey has been
He
extremely good. Yeah.
he needs to start, and I just hope and pray he just stays like completely fit for 4 months without getting injured because he's so good. So Bailey, Maguire, that's a given. Wan Bissaka, obviously we need him against Mane. I think I would rather start Luke Shaw instead of Telles. The
Yeah,
midfield will
I
be,
think that's what happens.
yeah. Midfield, I think Fred McTominay rather than Pogba and Matic. Pogba did score a goal and he was brilliant yesterday, and I wouldn't question Ole if he starts Pogba, but I would much rather have that engine, that tenacity, that defensive steel that Fred
True,
and McTominay possess. And number 10, Bruno Fernandes.
true.
Front three, Masha, Rashford. I wouldn't start Cavani because Cavani was in a Cavani was really poor against Burnley and he got really rattled. It was his first time playing in a cold, wet night at Burnley on a midweek, so he was he was very ineffective. But yeah, Rashford, Marshall, and I think the right spot should be given to Dan James because at least he can track back and at least put in a good defensive shift. And
Yeah,
you
purely
would pick
no,
back
yeah,
Robertson.
purely because of his space.
Yeah, his pace will be
Yeah,
key,
purely
and
because of the space of the pace exploits.
Yeah, and the pace, like he will pin back Robertson, and he'll give Robertson something to think about, before going front, before going forward.
True,
So that is my
true.
thing. Now the final question: predictions.
Uh, 1-1.
1-1 draw. Yeah, I'm also going with the 1-1 draw.
Yeah, I think I think I'll be like I'll happily take this result with both of my hands. That's how bad we are in a situation.
Like a draw would be good for us, but I don't think a draw would be good for you guys 100%, because we'll go 4 points clear, but you guys need to win this. So a draw, you guys have to win, and I think Klopp will go for it. Go
No.
on.
See, Klopp is always going to play for the win, bro. I think there's no doubts about it. He's never going to play. He's never going to settle for a draw. But given the
Yeah,
situation we are in, I think, and given how good United are right now, I think draw is not the baddest of results. I think that's something that I can sleep like without any sort of a complaint or something. If we win, yeah,
yeah,
good, massive result for Liverpool in terms of mentality, their momentum, and everything. But draw is not going to be that bad a result given the situation we are in. And maybe I'll tell you this, not in
yeah,
terms of anything, but then I think United's best chance to beat Liverpool is this time.
100%. There's no better time to face Liverpool at any, like, in ever since
Yeah,
Jurgen
bro.
Klopp played.
Yeah, yeah. See, there are no fans going to be in your home in your ground. Point one. Second thing, their opponent Liverpool's form's been extremely bad. First thing, and
Yeah,
they have host of injuries. So this has to be United's best chance to make it. Like it's I'm not saying that this particular game is a make or break game, but this one result can do so much of wonders to them. Is what I'm saying. To come to the stadium where Liverpool have not lost in 3.5 years, 3.5 years. We
yeah.
are like almost in the fourth year. So I think all these factors is going to play a massive role. So yeah, but yeah, 1-1 draw is what I'm going for.
Yeah. Okay. I'm also going for a 1-1 draw, because I think a draw would suit us very well. If we get a win, I'll be very happy. I'll be extremely happy. I'll just be over the moon. So, but yeah, I'm
True.
also going for a draw. If you get a win, that's it. I'm never going to live it down. So I just hope so. Liverpool don't win. And I need you to come on to the review show. Adi, win or loss. So let's make that a deal. I can't wait for you to come back on the show.
That deal.
No, 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 no.
I don't know, bro.
If
I
we
don't know.
lose,
I can't
if
see.
we lose, we are doing a review. If we lose, we are doing a review. I'm a man of my word. If we lose, we'll do a review. So, if you win, if you lose, you
Done.
also have to come and do the review. Okay? I promise I'll
Yeah,
go
yeah,
easy
yeah.
on
Done,
you
done,
this
done,
week.
done.
Okay? Thank you so much, Adi. It's been a real pleasure.
Done.
Thank you so much for coming
See
onto the
you.
show.
Yeah,
It's been a while. So take care, and thank you so much, guys, for
my
tuning
pleasure.
in.
Yeah.
If you like this content, please make sure to smash that like button. Comment down below your score predictions for the game, and do subscribe if you like more of these content. This is me, Hotshot, along with Adi, signing out. Peace.